Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of the Cabinet Vision Guy. In tonight's episode we're going to continue our series on rendering and we're going to take another look at importing models into CV. So in the first episode in this, what we did is we created some parts, some materials, some finish types and some material schedules as well. And in this episode we're going to put those to use as we import some models and save one away into a catalogue. Now there's a couple of different ways of importing models into Cabinet Vision. You can also import models into the Material Manager if you're setting up things like hardware. We'll be doing a separate episode on that, so we're just going to focus tonight on how we import a model and then save it away. Now again, there's lots of different models we can import and model types as well, so we're just going to take a look at a really simple one tonight, but we're also going to do a few episodes showing how we can do things like appliances and then models inside containers that we can insert into other assemblies as well. Just as a little bit of a refresher from our first episode on importing models, I'm going to head up to our room material schedule and take a look at the parts we've got set up here. So if you haven't seen that episode, go take a look before you watch this one. But essentially what we do is we create some parts and materials that are aligned with our finish types that we've got in our system. And we do that because when we import a model in a second, we can just assign the finish type to the part that we're going to be importing in. So to import our model, what I'm going to do is just going to head up to Utilities and then Import SketchUp Model. And again, the model that I'm going to import in is super simple, so I'm going to open my SketchUp model here. And what I can do, if I click in this window, I can rotate the model around. Now this one that's imported in is in the correct axis that I want it to be, but if not, what I can do is I can choose to flip the model around until it looks correct. I can always import this in and save it away, take a look at it, and if it's not correct, I can delete it from my library and then start again if I need to. So don't worry too much if you import a couple in and it's not quite right. You can also see up at the top here, if you click the little shaded boxes, how the model is textured, which is obviously really important if you're bringing through something like an appliance. On the bottom left hand side we've got the part type allocation, and the parts that are imported into the model are dictated just with the advanced options. And what we can do here is we can select the different types of thing that we want to import in with the model. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn off the model layers, the materials and the colours and hit OK, and you'll see that what I've got now is just one single piece here. And if I just go back to advanced and then turn on, I think, layers, front materials, you'll see that I've now got two components in here because it's been split up by the materials. So when you're importing your model in, it's worth just going into advanced and then reducing the amount of items that you've got ticked until you've got the minimum needed for your model. It just makes it simpler, obviously, when we're storing it in the catalogue. Now, what I might have with my model is I might have a few different areas where the model appears faceted just with the surfaces touching. So what I can do is I can hit smooth surface down here, and I'm going to do that just on these. And what we'll see when we import that model in, it'll just be a little bit smoother on some of the faces. Once I've done that, what I'm going to do is I'm then going to come down here and choose the type of part that we're going to select for these components. So if I hit type, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to head into room, and then going to come down, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to choose one of the items for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this light up just to be a matte light. Obviously I might want it to be slightly glossy, but at this point, rather than hunting through lots of different parts and figuring out how I want to assign this, all I'm doing is picking a different finish type that I want to appear on this model. Again, if we apply this to an appliance, we might want to use something like a low gloss just to give it a little bit of a reflective property. So I'm going to select this one to be matte, and I'm going to select the other one to be matte as well. So again, into room and then just down here and select matte. From there, what I can do is I can hit save, choose the catalogue that I want to save this model into. So I'm going to hit decorative models and I'm going to head into lighting, obviously. So we can then give our model a name. I think I've already got one downlight in there, so I'll just call this one new. And then what we can do is we can head into advanced and we can choose the class of the object we want to save. So I'm going to save this away, I think, as a fixture and an electrical. And on a placement, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit this on ceiling and I'm going to enable stretching. And I'm going to leave my icon as it is for this one. Again, we're going to do a couple of other episodes just showing you how to import some appliances and have those set up so you can insert them into assemblies. But for now, we're just going to leave this one as it is. So when I'm ready, I can hit OK, and then from there, I can then go into objects and then insert that into my drawing when I'm ready. Hopefully you found this episode useful. Feel free to give us a like, share and subscribe. We're also on Facebook, that's facebook.com/thecabinetvisionguy, and Instagram too, that's instagram.com/thecabinetvisionguy. Cheers!